So I bought this brand new, what's that fucking say? MERIDA, murder. Anyway, it's the Big 9 100. And I've got 1,000 watt bafang that I'm putting on here. Bafang. Bafang. Obviously they're Chinese. Bafang. And look at that battery. That battery's worth fucking $500, cunt. Fuck, they're expensive, these bike batteries, I tell ya. You buy a battery for a car, you're looking at like $100. You buy a battery for a bike, you're looking at fucking $500, $600, $700, $800. Some reason. Anyway, it's not in properly yet. See, I gotta turn it all up around. Oh, whoops! Turn it all up that way, and put a locking ring on the back. And then I just gotta wire up the throttle and the fucking screen and shit. And then this bike will have way more power than this bike. This bike's got fucking no power at all, really. Pretty sweet bike for the money if it was put together correctly. But yeah, this 1,000 watt motor. I see people on the internet, they get a different controller that you can use a more voltage battery, and they put 3,000 watts through the motor because it's rated at 1,000. They put 3,000 through it and it doesn't fuck up. So you can make it have 3 times more power, 2 times more power, and it won't fuck up. That's how good those motors are. This bike here, I do 60 Ks on this bike. That's a 1,500 watt motor. But the thing is with electric motors, is they say that's 1,500 watts. But the thing is, it's any watt you fucking want. Because every electric motor on the planet is just rated to be a certain wattage. Like they say that's a 1,500 watts on the box, and the manufacturer says that's what it's rated to, because they don't want to say it's 10,000 watts, because then everyone will be putting 10,000 watts through it, and the thing will fucking possibly blow up. So what they do, the cunts that make all this shit, they say, oh, and they test it, and they go, oh, that'll be okay, and then they say it's that. But really, these electric motors, they're whatever wattage you fucking want them to be. So long, what you do is you just you make it more wattage. Like say that's a 1,500 watt, so I get that's a 48 volt battery. But say if I want to make it more powerful, I just get a different controller, which is a square box in here, which is about $50. You get like a 72 volt controller, get a 72 volt battery, and then put those two combinations, the battery and the controller, the more voltage, putting through the electric motor, it'll be a 3,000 watt motor then. And I ride the bike for half an hour, jump off quickly, touch it. No, that's still just warm. That's okay, so long as it doesn't overheat. It's the temperature that matters. If it's fucking glowing red hot, you know you're gone too fucking far. But you see, this is, I've got it stock how they reckon to have it at 1,500 watts. That's 48 volt battery. The controller's a 48 volt controller, what came with the motor. And I ride it for like 3 hours, doing like 60 Ks, like full on, like riding it like with maxed throttle. Because I've got a throttle here, you see. And it doesn't even get warm. And I weigh like fucking heaps, man. I'm like a big cunt. And I touch it, and it's not even warm. So this can be way more than 1,500 watts. Way more. I can beef this thing up to do like 100 Ks, and it would still be acceptable. So when they say 1,000 watt, they even say it on here, I think. Oh, fuck. It's heavy, man. Where do they say it? Here it is, see? 48 volt, mm, G320.1000. See? 1,000 watts. Pretty sure that's what it means, 1,000. I know it is 1,000 watt because it says on the box and it said it when I bought it. And I know it's 1,000 watts, I just know, but it's 1,000 watt motor. Rated. I should be saying it's a rated 1,000 watt motor by the manufacturer. But you can make it any wattage you want. You want to go faster and have more power? You just overwatt it. Like any other electric motor on the planet.